Soldier.
Sharon, you are here again.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Or good afternoon, rather.
Good afternoon, good night, good evening, good morning. Anyone you be. So what will you be doing? Of course, unusual creativity.
Yes, sir.
You ready? We are ready.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But this time around, her strength came from the narcotics that she took every single time that she used her body as a method to pay her bills. That was the quickest and the fastest method that had been introduced to her from her birth. And unlike the other times, it had become like a norm for her. And her self-confidence was gone. The only self-confidence that she had that made her feel like she was beautiful was when men looked lustfully at her and she reveled in that single hope and confidence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7. She could not count the number of men that she had slept with many times. And the morning after, she popped a pill, trying to prevent herself from giving birth to a child who would live a miserable life worse than hers, just like her parents had done to her. She wondered how a lady like her could be so wretched. And then she began popping more pills. First it was the narcotics, the next it was an anti-malaria pills, and it was a blood test. Her heart troubled as she saw the results of her blood test. Negative, but positive to AIDS. Oh my God. She was scared. Her stigma had doubled and she wailed and she moved. But then, just like the woman with the issue of blood, she collapsed. And she touched the hem of his garment. And she stood up. And she felt peace in her soul like never before. But then she looked at him and said, oh no, this is not the Messiah. He cannot be. He can never be. Just like the Israelites, or maybe not like them, she had pictured her Messiah to be a baby wrapped in swaddling clothes and laid in a manger. But he walked up to her with tattoos and a ripped jeans and she said no. But he handed over to her a Bible filled with words of peace and told her that the Messiah, the Christ Jesus, he loves you. She looked at her flaws and said, no, I am not perfect. Christ said, you are perfect. He walked up to her and said, your salvation is between me and you, a personal decision. She had covenanted herself with Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She could not count the blessings that God had bestowed upon her because now she was nothing but his bride.
I love your play on words. You use a lot of pun, and that is strong. And you took to the advice. You were not rushing your lines this time around. You were displaying it, and everybody was getting what you're saying. And the story was straightforward with a lot of artistic tendencies. It's a yes.
Thank you, sir.
You're so young yet with such a matured soul. Your words, they heal. Thank you. It's a yes for me.
Thank you, ma.
Oh, thank you, Ma.
She was
Oh my God. I'm going to give you May yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.